So, I'm here today to discuss a bit of a problem with Pez's content. Now, I know some of you like it, like 30-40 minute videos, sometimes longer than that. So we had the idea of setting Pez a challenge, that could he revisit some of his old content and old theories or new theories or stuff like that, and maybe discuss it in like a 10-minute segment and see if he can do it as a challenge. If you can't do it, the video cuts. That's as simple as that. Hasn't discussed it in 10 minutes or come up with a theory in 10 minutes, yeah, gone. So yeah, I thought I'm going to try to do one a day for him and see how it comes out. I'm just going to jump on him with it and see if he can do it.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, let's do this.
So I've already spoke to him on the camera a bit in my room. I was just saying...
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
about me being a waffler.
Bit of a waffler.
Chronic waffler.
So it's a bit of a challenge for you to get it down to 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Have you got a timer?
I'm going to hit the timer. I won't put it on you straight away.
Yeah, guys, this has been like one of my big creative hang-ups on the channel is I can get a good idea and scat about it for far too long. And you're busy people. People got lives to lead, you know. As much as I don't mind that, you know, content has typically become short attention span, YouTube shorts, TikToks, doing 45 minutes. Anyway, I'm already starting to waffle. So you see how I do it.
I told you we're not stopping the 45-minute ones, but it's just like a bit of...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, what are we covering first? So I said to the Ginge, just hit me on the blind with it.
Brian's at the timer yet, but yeah. It's the top 20 characters that Japan voted for the 35th anniversary.
I like this. Yes, I saw this list. So I've already got feels. Right. Oh god, 10 minutes. I have too many feelings about. Oh right. Shit, seeing this list again.
Hit the timer now?
Alright, let's do it. Okay, right. So yeah, 35th anniversary, the top 20 list coming out of Japan. They've always had like foundational differences to us. Even when I've covered like top 10 waifus versus like East versus West, you'll get like Riku and Pinello up in the Eastern list. You'll even get Yuffie. You'll get kind of more your quirky, small girls. Like they're just fundamentally different even on the waifu front. So I was expecting a very different list, but this blew my mind. So number 1, Emmett Selk. Solid. This is a number 1 that I can be proud of. I was just saying to Bree the other day about this. This is the reason to play 14. If any other reason, if you don't like MMOs or it's too much time investment, if you're looking for a reason to get into it, commit for Emmett Selk. He is a top tier villain. Everything to do with him and Amaranth and Amarot. Made me cry, man. Brought me down. Made me think. Like it broke me down, but then it built me back up. And they're all Emmett Selk. Waka being number 2. What is going on? When I saw this, I was like, it's got to be a meme. It's got to be some sort of Japan meme where they punched him to the top of the list. I'm just going to play that as a joke. Not to crap too hard on Waka, but let's be real. Waka is Waka. I don't know, maybe it just interests me that maybe he plays even funnier to them because he is kind of intrinsically racist towards Asians. A lot of people say Yuna is Asian, and obviously 10 is set around Asia. But I don't know, I had it in my head where Al Bhed were kind of like the foreigners and they were kind of more Asian than Asian. So the racism thing I thought would play. But that's the thing, I genuinely don't feel like Japan, they care that much about racism. Like, that's why the white diversity thing, they didn't play the same way, so I get that vibe. Anyway, keep reminding me what the time is, dude. 3.
It's over 8 minutes.
Cloud. Obviously, Cloud is the poster boy, and just my own personal feel on it. I love Cloud. Of course, Cloud is the main character of one of the best Final Fantasies. The best, the most pivotal, the most successful one. Do I get sick to death of the amount that I see Cloud appear? Like when he features in like Smash, or gets placed in any other kind of crossover, it's always Cloud Strife. And there's so many times I'm like, please be Balthier. Or Zell, choose someone else. So, you know, when a lot of people say like he's overrated, Cloud, I vibe that sense. It's not because he's not such an interesting, awesome, complex, pivotal. I see Cloud as what defined the change from old, like pre-PlayStation and 90s heroes, where they had honor and they had dreams and they had pride and goodness just came to them naturally. That was Zack Fair. And I see the significance of passing the Buster to Cloud, someone who was flawed, who was weak, who was... Like, it was just a switch over in terms of character creation that I feel like has defined gaming and storytelling. All for the better. But for... how many?
Just over 7 minutes.
Right, fast out. For Tifa, waifu, solid. Sephiroth, totally played her down. I think we do as an audience as well. I think we're far out the box of people just categorising Tifa, though she did place something like number 4 on Pornhub's top 10 video game characters. Number 1 was Diva. Diva was right up there by quite a margin. I mean, something like 70-80%. Right? She crushes and dominates it. But I feel like people see Tifa more than just that. She's more than just the chest. But I still feel like even her role is underseen, underplayed. Is way more powerful than we give it credit, and we're going to see it in the remake. Anyway, 5, Zidane, ooh, soft. 6, Aerith, best waifu. Love her. Kind of symbolises everything to do with Mother Nature and the planet teaching us something, higher values, transcendental ones. She's like that spiritual guru, and considering I'm a bit of a soy boy hippie these days, I have a lot of vibes with Aerith, strong ones. Grahatia, Catboy. Yes, see, Grahatia and Vivi, they're like these wholesome picks where they play really integral roles, but their natures are just goodness down to the core. And you're just like, that's a good boy. This is a good boy. This is why Bree really vibes at Apu, Apu Steyer. He just has that like perfectness to him. I don't know if anyone's seen Demon Slayer, Rengoku, very similar. It's just like they're just full of goodness. And you just look at them and you're like, I wish I could be better. I wish I could just be as pure as that. Tidus, yeah, Tidus is strong. Tidus is, again, a brat, obnoxious at times, but my respect for Tidus is really high. Horsefant, I'm just going to skip because I don't have the time to this one emotionally. Squall. Man, Squall is such a dick. It's crazy. Every time I go back to 8, just how much of a dick he is. But I feel like that's why Squall was such a strong character. They started Cloud as being like lost, and it's in his lostness that he's a dick. Squall is just a dick. He's just a dick for sake. But even he managed to rise to something bigger, rise to something better, and I feel like that's a good value that is kind of inspiring. Not everyone is all bad. Not everyone is all dick. There's other layers to people, and I feel like Squall kind of encapsulates that. Unlayering, looking deeper with people, seeing past what's like a trauma or front, and I like that because I feel like when we do that for each other rather than place like immediate, oh, that guy's a cock, that guy's a dick. When we give each other a little bit more leeway with those things, everyone has bad days, everyone has phases, and I feel like it's something I would like the world to lead on. 12, Terra. Love Terra. I mean, I not see Rydia on this list, but Terra and Rydia are just these SNES era waifus who were just so top tier. They may not have been positioned as the main characters of the game, but for all intents and purposes, they were. Their power levels were through the roof. And I love them equally for that. Yuna, man, I named my Westie Yuna for a reason. Love this character through and through. The Summoner. I do love her arc in 10-2. I do like how she really portrays that breaking away from being confined and put in a box by the people around you, by duty. And I find that really strong because that resonates to me. I feel like I've kind of been very rebellious with duty, so in a way I'm a bit more Tidus like that. But Yuna really showed me on the flip side, like having a duty, having something you live for, living for others, serving others, but also not coming at the expense of being your own self, discovering your own self. And Yuna came at that like a very backwards way. I feel like Tidus did it in the inverse. So I related more to Tidus, but that's why I found Yuna more insightful. So I love she's on the list. Lightning. Yeah, Lightning is just the most insane arc. She's had 3 games, man. She had her entire whole game. Like, we've seen so much flesh out with Lightning. And yeah, she was practically useless in the first one. Didn't even really need to be there. But by the end, especially with Lightning's arc of also kind of serving others, she was playing the role of God, helping people find their souls. I feel like Lightning really came in as a strong character from a very bitchy, superficial one. But it takes the whole trilogy, is what I'm saying, to get there. It really, really does. And a lot of people they bounced out before going on that full journey. So I love Lightning being there. Bart's, I love this. I did a whole video on the wisdom of Bart's. Just being with the wind, being in the moment, traveling is what inspired me to do my bike packing. I was calling my bicycle Bocco because he just encapsulated that going and being lost and free in the world. Love Bart's. Noctis. Don't even start me. We did a whole podcast on him. A king. What is it supposed to be a king? To be a man, to be something a bit bigger. It is to nurture. It is to heal. It is to protect. And for Noctis coming from like a a childish arcade, 2 minutes, childish arcade playing, veggie hating, sort of no purpose, lazy as all hell. Like, he was something that a lot of lazy, hermiting gamers could relate to, and to see him go from that, from like nothing, no purpose, to that king when they bound up the steps, man, just is such a powerful progression in a character that, oh god, just floors me. So at 16, I'd say I'd even want to be higher. 17, Celeste, strong, Zach, strong. I mean, 18 at Zach. Push him high. I'm not noticing Balthier on the list, which annoys me, Japan, especially if you're going to put Locke on there. You're going to put Locke Cole on there? Really? But not my boy like Balthier. I do have a little bit of beef, but I mean, that's the thing, I have a lot of beef with some of these characters being above. Like even Locke Cole being above Sephiroth. Come on. And where is Caius Baladat on this list? No Christ. My girl Sarah, I would have preferred her to be above Lightning, personally. So I don't necessarily agree with this list. It's interesting the picks that have made it. I wouldn't say it's a strong list. Mine would look very, very different. But when I go through each one of those characters, besides maybe Locke Cole, because again, I'm just going to say it straight, 6 was a game I didn't get. I think I missed the boat with it. I really think I missed the boat. I played it late at like 24 and didn't engage. I think I need to go back and re-explore that because I felt like I have not formed a strong feeling with a lot of those characters, except for Terra, interestingly, and actually Celeste. I don't know, I just didn't vibe Locke. But Wagga at number 2, come on, what are you doing? All right, did I do it? 17 seconds. There we go. I got 17 seconds spare. That was hard, man. That felt like pressure. I liked it though.
I think we'll get you to do your own one though.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll get you to do your own
Okay.
top 20 at some point.
Yeah, maybe I'll step into it because yeah, this is going to train me to do more concise and to the point videos, which is fun to do. Man, I stumbled over my words so hard on that. Yeah, there we go. There's the top 20 list, guys. And let me know you guys in the comment section below. Come on!